Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a January favorites for you. I can't even remember when the last time was I did a favorites video. I've possibly done one or two over the life of this channel. So it's not very often, and the reason I don't really do them is because I feel like you have to have quite a few products that you have just absolutely been loving that have blown your mind for the month. And I really don't have, well, I'll have maybe one or two. I don't have like a plethora of them to be able to bring you a good dedicated beauty favorites for the month. But the month of January, I had quite a few products that I really did love. And so I just thought, well, you know what? I'm going to do a January beauty favorites. So on that note, let's go ahead and jump into this video so that I can show you what has really blown my mind for the month of January. Okay, I have got a few things here. Now, it's not going to be as extensive as some beauty gurus or beauty vloggers, but I am really not going to go in any particular order. Not all of these products are new, so they're just, some of them are products that I just have just really been loving this month, or a couple of them are new. So I'm going to start with kind of the boring stuff. Something that is absolutely not new to anybody is MAC Fix Plus. So I had kind of gotten away from MAC Fix Plus, and I had been using like the Mario Badescu spray. I'm not a really big prep and setting spray kind of girl. So you know that in my Shop My Stash, I always use the one same setting spray, and that is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray. I love it. And honestly, I wasn't using a prep spray. Well, if you watched my Shop My Stash, I think it was Shop My Stash last week. Anyways, I mentioned I had watched a Jaclyn Hill video in which she used Fix Plus to like prep her face before foundation. And so, especially because of the like, you know, dry months and stuff, I figured that would be good for me. It was a tutorial kind of like on doing glowy makeup. Well, this has just been such a game changer, such a simple thing that's been around forever, and yet it is just, my skin is super dry right now because of the winter months, and this has absolutely changed that for me. It has really brought back like a radiance to my skin, and this is the only thing I'm doing differently, so I can't figure it would be anything else. It's so little because this is one of the minis from the 3-pack that was released for the holidays in the different scents. I think this is the coconut scent, but as soon as I'm done with my 3-pack, I will go back to repurchasing full size, especially now that they have them in the different scents. I'm excited about that. So truly, truly amazing product. I'm glad to have rediscovered it. Another product that I just absolutely love. Now, I don't put a whole lot of hairspray in my hair. Right now, my hair is curled with a curling wand, but if I put spray, my hair is so fine and thin that if I put a hairspray, it just really dries it and crunches it, and it's just, then the next day I'm like, ugh, it looks just crispy, and it's just damaged. It looks damaged, even though it's really not. So this is the Living Proof Living Proof Full Dry Volume Blast, and it is a spray that came, where did it come? It might have been one of my Sephora play bags, I think, a long time ago. Anyways, I had used it once, forgot about it. Well, I used it the other day just on my roots, just to kind of give volume. Oh my gosh, so it does hold and give volume nicely, and I did one time where I sprayed it all around to kind of hold everything, and it did what sprays do, made it crunchy, made it gross. So I just spray this on my roots, just for the volume. If you're looking for something that will make your hair smell amazing, this is it. It does what no dry shampoo has ever done for me. It smells so good, and I think I love that more than the fact that it gives me volume. So I think this is a really, really great product. Again, not necessarily for all of your hair, you know, all around, but for just the roots, it really makes a difference. Another hair product, now this is nothing new, the Dove Refresh and Care Dry Shampoo. This is not new. However, they did recently release several different scents, the Fresh and Floral being one of them. And oh my goodness, I was never really a sucker for the Dove Dry Shampoo. The one I was using was Suave. And I feel like the Dove Dry Shampoo, once you get it started, it dries out very quickly if you don't use it quickly. And Suave doesn't do that. But once I saw that they had released several different scents, I had to try it. I love it. Yes, it smells so good. It does smell fresh, florally, just really feminine. Again, there's other scents also. I can't remember what they were, but I really do like how this makes my hair feel, how it makes my hair smell. Now, granted, I do not have oily hair. Because I have curly hair, I tend to have a very dry scalp, so it's not like I need something to soak up oils and things like that, so I wouldn't be able to give you an educated feedback on whether it soaks up oil and all that good stuff. I do know it makes my hair at the roots feel a little bit cleaner, and it smells amazing. For me, smell is everything. Okay, now let's get into some of the actual, I mean, that's beauty, but let's start getting into like the face stuff. So Supergoop, I use SPF every single morning, even in the winter, even though I don't use it as often in the winter, which I should, because you should always wear SPF. The sun, even though it's not shining, there's that, whatever they call that filter that comes through, that's still, the sun is still there. So you always want to use SPF, especially in the summer. And I have found that this Supergoop SPF 50 everyday sunscreen with cellular response technology, this not only provides me the SPF, this thing is so moisturizing, and you know me, I like a thicker, I tend to not use the water face creams as much because they're a little too thin for me. I like thicker. And this is amazing. It makes my skin, it leaves it with like a, I've said this in the past about other products, oily residue, and that's absolutely not the right terminology because that makes it sound bad. It leaves your skin with such a glow, such a radiance, and so plump feeling. Anyways, this will absolutely be a repurchase for me. I had bought, Sephora did these on their 100-point perks over the summer last year, and I bought like 5 of them, or I got 5 of them. So this is my last one, and I'll be repurchasing the big size. I love this. Out of this world. That is the best SPF I have found. The other protective product that I just have been loving, and it took me a couple of months to really love it, is the Laneige Special Care Lip Sleeping Mask for All Skin. Now, I really had... I didn't go into this with a whole lot of great expectations because my Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask is what has been my tried and true for those dry winter months in which my lips, they will chap, they will crack, bleed, especially right here at the ends because I tend to sleep sometimes with my mouth open and it dries out my lips so badly to wear in the winter. Right here, I'll wake up and it's like cracked and kind of bleeding and it hurts to even like open my mouth to put food in my mouth. This is not as thick as the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask, but surprisingly, I have only had 2 instances this winter in which my lips were really dry here at the corners. And granted, my lips would do that with the Agave Lip Mask too every once in a while. But surprisingly, this has really taken care of my lips this winter season, and we in South Texas have had some rough winter days. We are not used to the whole northern cold fronts. We're not really used to like 19-degree weather, so we go to like 32 degrees and that's where it stays. Even like 28, it's like, okay, it's getting cold. Well, we had some days where it went down to 19 degrees, where schools and offices were closed because there were ice on the roads. We obviously don't know how to deal with all that, but you know what? This took care of my lips, and I'm happy to say it's like $19. The Agave Lip Mask is, I think, like 24, 25, maybe even a little more than that. But this one, you get 0.70 ounces of product. You get quite a bit of product in there. And look, I have been using this every single night for the last 2 months, and I feel like I've hardly made a dent. It's got like a little bit of a dip, but other than that, there's still quite a bit of product in there. It's just really hard to believe that it's, I don't know, maybe I don't use a ton. I feel like I do. But anyways, this thing is really, really great. It was a 100-point perk. The smaller size was a 100-point perk on Sephora's website. I don't know if it's still there. So you may want to check on that, see, so that way you can try it out and you don't have to commit, you know, to buying it. Okay, so the, well, highlight, you know I love my highlight, and I have been really using this one. I used it a lot when I first bought it, kind of forgot about it, and then used it a couple more times, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much. Hang on, the dog is chewing on something and I don't know what he's chewing on, and y'all that follow me on Instagram know we have a new doggy. Hold on. All is right with the world. He's just chewing on his little teething ring. We just have to be extra hawk eyes with him because he's adopted, but he's a little over a year, so he's still in puppy mode. And we don't trust him enough yet to not go to the bathroom inside, to not be chewing on things he shouldn't, because he has already done that, and you know how that goes. All right, guys, so this is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. I know this butter formula, butter line, whatever, by Physicians Formula has been kind of all the rage for a couple years now, probably, maybe a year, I don't know. Anyways, I had not jumped on that bandwagon, but my local grocery store had a coupon on this. This was months ago. So I thought, I'm gonna try it out, and wow, I am so glad I did. First of all, it smells like I'm on the beach, so I could absolutely deal with that. And this little cream bronzer, you know I like to use a cream, or bronzer, highlighter. You know I like to use a cream highlight underneath my powder highlight because I love a good highlight and I love it to pop. So this thing is so soft. I guess it's supposed to be like butter, but this is just amazing. It's got like such a sheen to it. It's absolutely beautiful. Now it is a little bit darker than what I typically go for, but on my skin tone it tends to work. It's right at that borderline of being too dark without being too dark. So I love this thing. I think it's amazing, and I am going to definitely pick up another one once this one is out. Okay guys, the next item that just blew my mind for the month of January is something I purchased in the month of January, and it's one of the new Stila Magnificent Metal Shimmer and Glow. I'd had my eye on this since it released. It's an olive green with gold shimmer, gold sparkle. It's called La Douce. I hope I'm saying that right because it sounds like something I shouldn't be saying. I don't know. Anyways, so this is what it looks like. I like how it's rose gold top. If you remember, the Glitter and Glow have the silver top. And I just filmed a get ready with me with this product for like a Valentine's Day glam. The thing about this is it's so amazingly glam that it's easy to use, because literally if you pair it just with like one crease color and put this all over your lid, you have a glam look. This is that amazing. It's just because it's very, with the olive green, it makes it very smoky, but then that gold shimmer kicks it up to another level. That's what that looks like. If you watched, I think it was that very same video I told you about where Jaclyn Hill talked about the glowy skin. She was wearing this and it looks so amazing. This is why I say you just need this on the lid, put a crease color, and you're good to go. So I will have that get ready with me up later this week. Hopefully it helps you out for your Valentine's Day looks, but this thing is just so incredible. I can't say enough good things about it. This really blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, they keep getting it right with these glitters and glows, shimmer and glow, all of the above. Okay, so then we're down to the last few things. They're all lip products. So the Nudestix, I'm not really a fan of pencil lip products, but I thought, well, okay, I think this was like a 100-point perk or something. Maybe it came in a Sephora play bag. Anyways, I've had this for a while. I finally broke it out the other day and was like, you know what, I may as well use this because if I don't like it, I'm going to move it on. And I was blown away. I even want to get the limited edition set that Sephora has right now with like 6 or 7 of them. This thing is so good. It stays on. It is so comfortable, and the pigment is incredible. So let me put this on. I've got like shimmer on the back of my hand. So this is what this looks like. It gives you the most natural looking but intense pigmentation. Like I said, it doesn't dry out your lips. It stays put. I am so impressed with this. It's in the shade Saint, and I think I need to look into Nudestix a little bit more because I love that. Now I can't stop using it. The other item is a purchase of a full size that I loved from one of the Sephora Favorites Lips collections that I just did a review on a few weeks ago, and it's one of the Fenty lipsticks. It's in the shade Candy Venom, which is the shade that came in that set. Now the official line or name for this lineup of lipsticks is called Mattemoiselle, and they are supposed to be a very comfortable matte lipstick, and I can absolutely vouch for that. This goes on with incredible intense pigmentation, and it doesn't dry out my lips. It like gives you that smooth looking pouty lip, like makes your lips look bigger than what they are kind of thing. Now the packaging's kind of not all that amazing. I feel like it's a little cheap feeling. It's kind of light and it kind of like I feel the tubey of product moving around in there, but that's okay. I think it's like $19, so that's really not a bad price for an amazing lipstick. So that one's the Candy Venom right there. There is such an amazing range of shades. They've got some neutrals that I really want to try out. And yeah, so that's that. Okay, so I've got just a couple other things for you. Now, the star of the show for me this month, without a doubt, probably the star of the show for, I don't know, what feels like forever, because I have not loved a product this much, and I can't tell you how long, is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush. I did a review of this product as well as a Get Ready With Me week before last, I think. This thing has blown my mind so much. I did not think highlight could get this intense, but it apparently it can, and Natasha Denona was the one to figure that out. So it is a blush and highlight palette. It's $89, which I know is expensive, but the way you break it down, I've heard it's very comparable to, because of the size of pans of product, basically it's like paying upfront for almost like if you would have bought 6 Milani products. So that's a big deal based on, and that's based on the volume. I'm not saying like if you just go buy 6 Milani products, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because the volume in here, it's a very generous amount of product. So yes, it seems like a hefty price tag up front. If you are a queen of highlight, then you need this in your life. These blushes are the most natural, beautiful looking blushes that I've ever put on my skin. They last all day, and the highlight is, there's just no words. So I almost feel like in swatching them, I don't feel like it gives the highlight justice. Once you start putting it on, you're like, mind blown. And you can see my reaction in the Get Ready With Me that I posted. So let me give you a couple of swatches. I'm going to give you the diamond powder. If you like swirl your finger, you don't get much. You're just going to see sparkle. The true effect is when you put it on your face with a brush. It just, I mean, it blows everything else out of the water. Here is the Extreme Glow. And then let me give you a swatch of the Duo Glow. So this is a pink with gold shift. And then I'm going to give you a swatch of the powder highlight as well. So that's what those look like. This is in the, hold on real quick. This is in Daria, which is the first. There's number 1 and number 2. Daria is the first. Citrus is the second. Daria is more for lighter skin tones, I feel like. I will just say I did pick up Citrus because I couldn't stand it anymore. I was like, I love this so much. And I do feel like I'm wearing it today. And the scary looking yellow highlight pan in there is not as scary. I did go in with a light hand and I put the diamond powder on top. However, I do feel like that palette is geared more towards deeper skin ladies. I don't love it as much as I do Daria, and I figured that would be the case because this one just has the lighter shade, so I figured it would fit my skin tone better. If you are deeper skin tone, I am light medium. If you are medium to deep skin tone, then Citrus would be absolutely stunning on you. But that's what those look like. And then so you've got Extreme Glow first, you've got the Duo Glow, and then you've got the blush. This thing is just out of this world, and I can't even tell you how much I recommend that you pick one up. I don't think they're limited edition. I think it's just part of her regular lineup, and so that kind of makes it nice. It doesn't mean you have to go run out and buy it today, you know? Wait for the sale or something in April. Okay, I just have a couple of other real quick things to show you. Okay, one is a food item, which I know is the most random thing. My dad had bought a box of these at Costco, and he knows I love popcorn, and so he said, I bought you a box of Skinny Pop, and I'm like, I don't know what Skinny Pop is. So, okay, if you love popcorn and you like it in a decent size portion, then you need this in your life. Unless you're unlike me and you have known what Skinny Pop is all this time. These are like individual bags, and they come in a box of like 28, and you can pick them up at Costco. They are so good. It's like salted and buttered to perfection without being overly salted and buttered. It's the perfect portion, so if you're sitting down to watch a TV show, now if you're watching a movie, I mean, you want more popcorn, but if you really just want a snack, this is perfect. And then it has, let me see, the package is considered 1 serving, and it has 100 calories. So if you're a snacker like me, this is right up your alley if you like popcorn. Okay, I've got 2 more products real quick. I'm gonna have to lean over, hold on. Okay, so I got these for Christmas and I just have been using the heck out of them, and so I figured I'm putting these in my January favorites because these things are so amazing. So I got for Christmas, my husband gave me the Graveyard Curl by Bellamy Hair, the Bunnies collaboration as far as the curling wand, and then I'll show you the hair dryer. My hair is very fine, very thin, and when I use a curling wand or when I use a curling iron, usually by the next day after I've slept on the hair, like it has just dissolved the curl so much that I end up having to curl it again. What I have found with this is that this curl, like if I do curl, because I don't wash my hair every day, if I curl my hair, then the curl will stay, maybe not as tight, but not to where I have to redo it. It doesn't frizz out. It doesn't, like, you know, get all dissolved. Then it lasts me for 2 days or so after the day I do my curls. And at that point, I'm going to wash it again anyways. I'm so impressed with this. I'm just so happy he picked this out for me. So here are the wands. You get a large barrel, which I'm assuming is probably like a 2-inch. It's pretty big. So because of my hair length and I have layered hair, that's why you see this chunk sitting over here. Then this gives me just a nice wave at the ends. This is what I would typically use, which is a 1-inch. Is it a 1-inch or 1.5? I don't remember. Anyways, this gives me really nice curls, and this gives me tight curls, and that's what I used yesterday, is this little spirally wand. Does come with the little mitt on underneath, and then you also get, I've put it in here just to kind of keep it, here's the packaging for the, cover my face with this, for the hair dryer. And my hair dryer had gone out a long time ago. I didn't have a blow dryer, so when I would wash my hair at night, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to stay up for this to dry before I go to bed. This is what the curling wand base looks like. You just basically, if you know what these interchangeable ones do, you basically just stick it in here, lock it, and then you go to town curling your hair. So that's that set, and then here is the blow dryer, which, oh my gosh, works like a dream because, again, of my hair, I have to use a diffuser, and I love that it comes with a smaller and a larger diffuser. It has worked perfectly with my hair. Now, granted, again, I it very thin hair, but it dries my hair very, very quickly. And this is the coolest thing. And I feel like when you turn it on, it almost sounds like a gator. I don't know, maybe because I haven't used a blow dryer in so long, but it's got 3 little, 3 little switches. One, of course, is for cold air, then you've got the warm, and then you've got hot, and then you've got the different levels of low, medium, and high. This has been my very best friend, this and that curling wand. I just could not be happier with a hair product. So if you've been kind of interested in that, then I say go for it. I really am happy with it. So it's kind of hard when you order something online, you're like, I don't know how it's going to work out, but that's such a favorite of mine, has been for a couple of months now, so I thought I'm going to bring it on here and showcase it because it is just incredible. All right, guys, that wraps up January favorites. I told you I had a bit, so I'm glad I had quite a bit to show you, and I hope you have seen something here that maybe kind of piques your interest and maybe you can put to use in your everyday either makeup or beauty routine, hair routine, whatever the case may be. Guys, before I let you go, I do need to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Jeremiah 31:3, and it says, "The Lord appeared to us in the past, saying, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with loving kindness." Guys, I hope that you are having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I'm excited that it's almost Valentine's Day. I love all things Valentine's Day, pink and red and candy and all that stuff. So guys, I hope that this video has entertained you, helped you, whatever the case may be. Again, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.